Hello, friends. Susan Axelrod here, the Confidence Coach. Welcome to the Confidence Zone. Today, I asked the question, what happens when old habits visit you? How do you handle it? How do you deal with it? For some reason, anxiety visited with me recently. It was a very interesting experience because I haven't felt anxiety in many, many years. People who know me today as the confidence coach coming here to you inside the confidence zone, or if you follow me on my personal Facebook page, you go to my YouTube channel. Anybody who knows me today has no idea who I was or how I was 20 years ago, 20 to 25 years ago. I suffered from anxiety. I was on anxiety medication for 7 years. I lived a type A existence, which, of course, if you have read my books, you do know because I talk about it in my books. And I perseverated a lot on the future. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What happens if? Or what won't happen if? What happens if something doesn't happen? What's going to happen? So sometimes when we perseverate on the past, this happened, that happened, this happened, it shows up in a depressive way. It shows up in a bit of depression. Or if we look and perseverate on the future and worry about the future, even if the future is later today or this week, this month, this quarter, this year, next year, the future, what's going to happen, you can feel how anxiety can come in. So I don't feel like I'm perseverating on the future for sure. I have worked during these years of my difficulty and transition and also focusing on my business to be present, to be mindfully present. Of course, we fail at that a lot, but that is a regular MO of mine. And when I say this and I share my truth here, people say, it's extraordinary that you actually tell the truth about how you are. A lot of people don't do it. But when I come here and show my truth and reveal something like anxiety is visiting with me, then I do this so that you are not alone. You're not the only one who doesn't have it all together all the time. In fact, as I tell especially my young clients, if you think anyone has it together all the time, you're wrong and they're lying, because that's really just not the way it is. The best we can do is be in the confidence zone methodology, which is number one, coming to consciousness, coming to conscious awareness. So in the old days of my being, I would just perseverate for a long time. I would be worried about things, one thing and another, and they would pile up, and it would lead to high stress and some irritability, low patience, low tolerance, quick to judge, that kind of thing. And it would take me a long time to get out of that or to even realize that I was in it. Now I am very aware when this happens to me, and I rein myself back in very quickly in awareness. That's why my phase one of my methodology is coming to consciousness, becoming consciously aware of how I am, how I feel. And this just happened to me when I was like, oh shit, I feel anxious. And then the second phase is clarity. So in my own case, it's my method. It was devised for me, by me, for me. I just teach it to others now so that I could come very quickly to the realization that I'm feeling a bit anxious. Anxiety is visiting with me, as my friend Debbie and I say. And but I can come to clarity. Why is this happening? Why do I feel this way? First, do I really feel that way? Vetting it. And then why do I feel that way? What is going on in my life that would lead to that or would have me feeling that way. And so my clients often tell me, I love it when you ask clarifying questions. Well, I ask clarifying questions of my clients because I created them and devised them for myself. I ask myself clarifying questions as I learned in my own therapy for many years, and also in various kinds of coaching I've had and work that I've done. Is this what it is? What is it? Why is it? How is it? And this, how is it serving me? How is it serving me? How is it serving me? Is it serving me to feel this way now? If yes, great. There we go. If no, then we're in clarity. What is it that I can do? I can breathe. I can ask myself the question that I ask you and I ask strangers, which I did just recently in a restaurant last week. What are your mindfulness practices? What are my mindfulness practices? AKA for me, what are my grounding activities? If I feel anxious, if anxiety is visiting with me, what am I going to do about it? And that's what's in my control. That's why I call my confidence coaching 100% in your control. When you realize that there are things that you can do and you take responsibility to do them for yourself, then things feel more in your control. And there's lots of things that you can do if you're feeling anxious. I'm not here to diagnose you, only myself, because it's familiar to me. So if you have read my books, if you follow me, if you listen to me, if you've ever seen anything I said, you know that I'm going to breathe. And when I breathe, I do this now. I invoke Qigong. I lift my hands, long, slow, deep breath in through the nose, long, extended exhale. Yes, I do this myself. I do this for myself. There's other things that I can do. I can do Qigong. Just from my practice, from my learning and my certification, I'm tuned into it now such that when I get into the Qigong stance, I can already feel my energy shifting. I can feel myself calming. I can feel the parasympathetic nervous system doing what it does best, which is rest, digest, and restore. I can do that. I said to my client the other day, hey, I want to invite you to do some cardio. Go do a dance party with yourself. Do 10 jumping jacks, followed by 10 times up and down the stairs. Sometimes in order to get grounded or safe again, we do active activity. Me, of course, as I will shortly here, I walk in nature. That's very grounding. That's a kind of mindfulness activity for me, etc. So I'm not here to be the most confident all the time, because that wouldn't be real and I wouldn't be human. I'm here to keep it real with you, to help show you in real time. Yeah, shit happens to me too. So that's just the way it is. Anybody who shows up as if they got everything going all the time, all in the right direction, not so much. So I thought that I would use this opportunity to share this with you. Now, for those of you who love me, of whom there are many, when I come on to my lives or do my videos and express something like this, my sisters and friends and various people are being like, hey, do you need me to come there? Are you doing okay? What's going on? Is there something I can do for you? So I want to say thank you to all the people who do check in with me. I am grateful to my core. I love you, and I really am okay. I said to what client? Who was that? Oh yeah, I know. It was a client I was voice texting with over the last couple of days. I said this to her. I'm inspired by how well you use resources. You have amassed a pile of resources to get you through this hideously difficult time. And I'm amazed and impressed by it. And so I did that myself today. Somebody came to visit me briefly. I revealed it to her. I called somebody else. I picked up the phone and had a conversation. I'm going to walk in nature twice today. I'm going to do some cardio later. And I did eat well. And I filled my 40-ounce cup with water, and I drank it all so I can, be good with my hydration. So sorry, I went on a little long today, but shit happens, folks. Life isn't about things not happening to you. Life is about what you do when things happen, how you handle things that you face, and keeping it real and being authentic. And that's what I am today. Okay, friends, I'm doing quite well. I will see you tomorrow live in the Confidence Zone. Bye-bye.